There's a couple things that's happened in my life or experiences that I'm going to say that I did the opposite, and it actually worked out in my favor. So one of them, one of these experiences is when I was in college. When I went to Temple in Philadelphia, there was something in the student center. There was a speech going on. There was like a gathering going on for speakers that were going to be talking about business and like all kinds of things, right? And it was on the top floor of the student center. One of the people that were going to be speaking there, though, was Benny Boom. If you don't know who Benny Boom is, legendary, not only like hip hop video director, but he's also directed like a lot of movies. He's directed a lot of things, produced a lot of things. Dude's incredible. If you haven't looked him up, IMDb him, and you'll see all the stuff he's probably seen or and directed that you had no idea. Or if you're a 80s, 90s babies, you went to high school in the 2000s, you know who Benny Boom is, just like you know who like Hype Williams is. So, nevertheless, Benny Boom's from Philadelphia. He's speaking at my college. The whole time I'm in the audience, around this time, I'm kind of getting into, I spoke on my last podcast. The last episode I spoke about getting into my first company, which was selling t-shirts, but putting paint on t-shirts, selling around my campus and whatnot. And it was really taking off. So it was at that same exact time, Benny Boom comes and does this speech, and he's talking, and the whole time I'm in the audience, I'm just thinking like, man, I would love to get some clothes on him or someone from a video that he's shooting or just someone, a performing artist that he's directing or like something. It would be awesome to get some clothes on somebody. So I'm sitting there thinking like, man, this would really like change the trajectory of my company, and this would really like do amazing things, and we're already killing it. It seems like on campus, like this seems like the next move, which in reality, like you have to be kind of delusional to think that you're making that much progression in a short amount of time to start asking video directors to like put your product in videos and stuff. I was crazy for for thinking that. I'm not sure why I was so confident, but it worked out for me. So nevertheless, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at him, he's going over all these things about how he got to where he got. Very inspiring talk. So, he's wrapping up and I'm thinking like, I need to go talk to him. But I know in situations like that, those people don't tend to stay. They leave fast. A lot of them, they get paid. These are gigs. They come, they do their thing, and then they leave. So I told my roommate, shout out to Avina again, but I told my roommate, I'm like, I need to like go say something to him before he leaves. And then my roommate's like, you should. And in my head, I'm thinking like, nah, never mind. That first initial, everybody has that voice that just immediately comes and says, nah, probably not a good idea. But for me, I'm just thinking like, nah, what, maybe. So my roommate's telling me, just go say something. And in that moment, it was me saying, like, time and time again, I've said no to those kinds of situations where I've seen someone that is either like a celebrity or like someone high up in business or something that could actually benefit me. But I'm kind of too paralyzed in that moment to go say something, especially back then. So asking for stuff or just feeling like I don't want to be like put on, if that makes sense. Like I just want to kind of earn things. So I just feel like I don't want to be like a groupie to this dude. Like, man, he's probably heard this 1,000 times. But something, inside of me was just like, maybe I should. Forget it. Like, F it. Do the opposite. Get up, follow him out there, and go say something. Like, really try to put yourself out there. Really try to get your company out there. Try it. What's the worst that could happen? He can laugh at you, or he say no, or he just walks off. And there's been plenty of people that I've tried to say something to that have said, no, I'm good. So it's not like, it was nothing crazy for him to like, nothing that serious could have happened that I would have been so embarrassed that I would have, regretted. I hate living with regrets. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So I get up, he finishes his speech, he goes out one of the side doors. Now I'm like beelining it behind the ballroom, like going along the wall, coming around the corner, finding that door. I come out that door, I'm looking, I'm scouring, I'm looking. I see the top of his head. So I have no game plan. But I'm like, I'm going to go say something to him. So I'm maneuvering through the crowd. There's still speakers in there, but there's a let out starting to happen. I'm maneuvering through people. I don't know what was in me or why, but I'm just like, Benny. And I said it so Like I said it so as if I really had some important information for him. Like I was flagging him down because like something serious was going on. Like I really needed his information. Like I needed his attention. So when I said it, I thought to myself, did I say that too loud? Like I might have said that a little bit too enthusiastically. That sounds like probably wild how I said that. And as I'm thinking about this, he immediately turns around and immediately looks me in my eyes and says, "What's up?" And I was just like paralyzed. I was looking at him like, I, yeah, yeah. Like I could not think about what my next move was because I wasn't expecting him to turn around and be so like aware and ready to conversate or just like ready for some, for some business or something. Like he was just ready for whatever was going to come his way. He turned around and was very like, yeah, what's going on? It took me what it felt like it. I was standing there for 60 seconds just, with my foot in my mouth, but it was probably like a second or two before I just said, forget it. Look, here's my name. This is what I'm doing around campus. Like, you're a big inspiration to me. And like, I've been following your, directorial stuff. I myself, I'm in film. I love production. What you do has always been something that's inspired me. I'm giving him the spiel. I tell him I do clothing on campus. I keep it short. I go to the point because I know that he's heard this probably pitch a lot, but I get to the point. And honestly, I thought I was like dead in the water. There's no way he's going to say anything and going to give me one of those awkward taps. And just like, good for you, buddy. Like, thanks for telling me this story, I guess. But he was very cool. And he was like, oh, you know what? I'm here shooting a video. I'm going to be doing something downtown. Like, here's the information from my assistant. Get in contact, like come down, make sure you do X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I can help you out and show you around, blah, blah, blah. I was not expecting that at all. Not only was I not expecting him to conversate with me, I was not expecting him to be so willing to give me a chance just to come and look around and see what he does on set and just kind of see how a video was directed, just to kind of be a fly on the wall. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was an opportunity. And I was not expecting him to even be open enough to give me that. And I just thought to myself, holy shit, this dude is awesome for that. But I almost didn't say anything. I almost did not say anything. Fast forward, he leaves. I go down there. He's shooting something. I didn't really get a chance to talk to him too much, as more of I was just seeing what was going on set, watching how the video was being shot, watching how the background, all the stuff that goes on in the background, how that happens. It was really cool. But I met someone there who was a producer and also into music, who actually did really help me out with my time in Philadelphia when it comes to my company and networking. That person I met on that set, just out of a bump in at the food table at Craft Services. For those of you that have ever been like on set of something, Craft Services gives it up. Craft Services has like everything that you could ever want, depending on what it is, but like who's shooting or what the production's going on. But Craft Services is top tier. But I bumped into him there. Nevertheless, he became a very good contact for me in Philadelphia and really kind of helped me while I was there. Another kind of like mentor a little bit while I was there. So awesome. I just, really think that moment was a chance for me that closed mouths don't get fed. If that's true, then I knew that me not saying anything was going to hurt me more than me at least trying something.